Okay, hello everybody. This is episode 15, WINO Forever, the Deeppening podcast. This is a very special More You Know episode on the art of the dip. So this is
I
kind
love
of
that
this.
title.
I know. I don't want to waste it though. I want to use it later too. Oh well, I guess we can.
There's no reason we can't for
Yeah.
the Trump movie.
Yeah. Um I'm Sarah. I'm joined by Arm. Are you ready to
Uh,
dive into the artistic endeavors of one John Christopher Depp II?
we can be heroes for just one day.
I'm glad you're singing that. I had to cut it out in the video.
Oh, you think we'll get a copyright from me singing it?
No, no, no. I had to
That's the
overdub.
highest compliment.
I had to take his version out, his vampire version out. All right. So we have this is a website that was launched. When was this launched? A couple days ago now.
Yeah, apparently.
All right. Neverfeartruth.com. They apparently have a deal with Mr. Depp to. I still don't quite understand what this is. I guess at one point his artwork, which I enjoy, I like this much better than his Hollywood vampire
Yeah, if
side
I had to
project.
choose one, I'd go with that.
Yeah. I guess we
Let
are
me
gonna
ask
have
you
the
this. Let me
what?
ask you this. What would you like better, a podcast or this?
What are you talking about?
Him and Doug Stanhope doing a podcast.
No, I don't care about Doug Stanhope.
Oh, I don't care. You don't think a podcast would be more interesting than
No,
this? Oh,
no.
please.
I
I
want him on Joe
totally
Rogan, and
disagree.
that's it. I won't.
With him and Stanhope giving you insights into their
Ugh.
day to days, give me
I don't.
that any day.
And then there's going to be endless talk about there. Speak of the devil, Hunter S. Thompson, and the reciting the collective works of one Hunter S. Thompson. No, I'm good. And the
What do you mean?
scene. I don't want to hear about the scene. I don't care about the comedy scene with Doug Stanhope. I don't care.
Okay.
Anyway, you see this picture of Heath Ledger here with the pink background?
Yes.
I first saw that. I was like, why did he paint a picture of Corey Haim?
You got to tell him that on the Discord.
Oh, yeah, sure. I
You got
don't
to tell
even.
him that if he's communicating with his fans, so embracing it. You got to tell him that. Is that
Who knows
Corey
if he's
Haim
even been
too?
on yet?
I know.
But anyway, I guess we are going to have the opportunity to bid on these works at some point, a print. So I'm hoping that means it's affordable because I earn a pauper's wage. And then if we win, I guess we can join his exclusive Discord and later share ideas
It's so
on
crazy. I
future
can't even.
creative endeavors. All right, whatever. I
Who do you
like his
think
artwork though.
concocted this? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Um, but I there's many other things I mean, I don't know how much time he had to do this. You
Hmm.
know, is this all through COVID? Is this one of his
Probably.
COVID projects?
See the one here coming up of him? That's probably my favorite. I would gladly. He had a website a few months ago where you could reserve one.
Right.
I did reserve it. I've never heard since, so I don't know if this is just an extension of that same offer. I kept seeing that it was coming soon and nothing came of it.
Yep.
So, but I would hang this up in my living room. Apparently it's huge. I would love that. And that's probably the only one I want.
You don't want to picture Elizabeth Taylor?
I don't want Lily Rose Depp. I don't want Corey Haim
That would be the
/ Heath Ledger.
creepiest. That would be the creepiest thing in the world. You know, a lot of his fangirls are psychotically obsessed with his kids in a way, not in a. They're making YouTube tribute videos using cornball
Yeah.
Adele music and stuff. It gives me douche chills. There's
Mhm.
being a fan of his, and I'm not even saying that cliche of leave the kids out of it and leave his kids alone. It's just creepy. It's just I don't know what it does for you making a YouTube video slideshow of his kids walking around in France and in LA. What does
Mhm.
that do for you?
Well, this
Good
apparent
God.
I looked at this earlier while I was at work, so I half-heartedly looked at it, but it has to do with, like, what is it, Bitcoin? I
Yeah.
I don't
It's all a
understand.
huge glorified cash grab, and I just don't
All I
know how
know
I feel about it. I think I'd rather
I know,
have it
I'm fine. I want
than
him to earn
not.
money. I want him to earn money
Why?
to I want him to earn money.
He is
Okay, never
fine.
mind.
You gotta be kidding me. I'll say it again, I say it every show. In 5 minutes, he can fly to Japan and do some Japanese commercial he thinks no one will ever see and makes the Dior crap. What did I have him as earned on that? Is it 25 million
As I was
on the
saying, I want him to earn money to pay for that firing squad of lawyers he has so he can take her down off the stand in one shot. That's what
he
I want. If he's gotta sell some paintings, good for him. Earn that paper to take her down.
earned that paper. Listen to you,
I'm
Missy Elliott.
street. I am street. The main streets of Salem, East Salem. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
I didn't realize until a couple nights ago that he worked with Mary Kay Blige in
Mary Kay
that
Blige.
yeah, in Sherlock
Wha
Gnomes. She did a voice in Sherlock no Gnomes that
do you mean
Elton
Mary J.
John.
Blige?
That's what I said. Did I say that?
You said Kay, Mary Kay.
I said K?
I think so. I think you're are you
Oh,
talking about his dealer, Mary Kate Olsen?
no, I said that. I sound like Lefty Rogerio. I said that.
Hollywood's dealer to the
I go,
stars.
I'm going senile. I'm going senile on you, Donnie.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read this real quick. As a utility to all NFT owners, that would be Never Fear Truth. Apparently, these are tokens. Again, I'm not getting it.
That'd
For
be
the
funny if that was copyrighted. You can't use
yeah.
that NFT.
Oh well. Yeah, I'm promoting it. He should be happy. To my 5 viewers on this video.
Hey,
As a utility to all NFT owners, for the cost of production and delivery, we will process you a high resolution print of your NFT from the original artwork. See, that tells me it's affordable. I hope.
why can't we get a figure when I climb through there? I joined the stupid Discord. It is so you. I, James Franco got into his penthouses easier than it is to get into this Discord.
Well, he had a
It is
key.
one verification after I know I have a what's it called, a fob key.
Yeah.
They have a they have a fob key to get into the
He had a
Discord.
fob key and it was attached to the hole that brought the fob key down.
Which hole?
The hole that was very busy while her husband was out of town. Okay, I'm
The dime
glancing
a
over
dozen
this.
stripper.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a video I want to get into too. This is just a celebration of the art of one Mr. John Christopher Depp II, as I said earlier. I'm toggling back and forth here, and I'm new at this, so I'm trying. Anyway, that's the website. That's his newest project. Again, I want his self-portrait. I don't care about the rest. Okay. So
I would take Tom. I think Thompson. I mean, can you make
you
requests? If you
I
ask
don't
him to
know.
paint, if you ask him to paint Richard Grieco, will he do it?
No. I think you select from what we just saw on the website, but there's also a box with a question mark. So maybe, I don't
There's
know.
no way he's limited to just that, unless that's all he can do. You know how when you're a kid you can only draw 3 things.
Mhm.
I wonder if that's his case. He just can only do these things.
So this first video, there's about 3 or 4 here I included, all about his art. And again, I normally wouldn't even dedicate an episode to this, but I enjoy his art and I just that's another side to him that I
Well, it's
want
very
to
big news. I think you're glossing over it. It hit
well, then
all the.
explain.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna read it. It caught on page 6 for Christ's sake. Did a story on
Mhm.
it yesterday. Let's read what page 6 has to say about it.
Okay.
You're very sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic.
No, I don't
No.
think you can help it.
Hmm.
Right? I think you have that. What's her name from uh, Dorothy Zabornak? Yeah, that the eye roll and the huffing, and you have the Dorothy
I wish
Zabornak.
I was huffing. Let's go. Some gold paint.
Okay, from page 6, right? He writes Johnny Depp selling NFTs of his intimate paintings of friends and heroes. Johnny Depp is selling 10,000 unique NFTs drawn from his paintings of friends and personal heroes. The actor is releasing the non-fungible tokens. I love the word fungible. Remind me to use that. That's my New Year's resolution, is to use more fungible. And recalcitrant, MVDV. One of a kind, verifiable digital assets traded to use blockchain technology under the collection of the name Never Fear Truth, quote unquote. The portraits developed from an original artwork by Depp and then embellished and animated, including Johnny himself, Marlon Brando, Elizabeth Taylor, of course, Hunter S. Thompson, Heath Ledger, his daughter Lily Rose, Depp again, Tim Burton, and Johnny's late dog Moo. Mooh, according to page 6, because he says it in
He
the
does.
video, and you can't really understand
Well, the
exactly how
sound,
it's.
the video, we took the video from the website. The sound isn't great anyway on the original video, but it should be loud enough to hear.
Just, did he have an earpiece
I
like he
don't
did
know.
on City of Lies for
Every
the video?
movie.
And I don't blame him. And a fictional character created by his son Jack called Bunny Man. That I'm obsessed with. I want this. Can you believe that all the superhero dumb? There's never been a hero called Bunny Man, right? It's got to be a superhero created.
Hmm. It's more like a Adult Swim character to me. I don't know.
Could be, could be. I want to see what Bunny Man looks like. That's my most curious. I don't. His relationship with Heath Ledger is spotty at best. I mean, he kind of replaced him in. And you have that dirt about the Olsen sister, and that's a strange story. Gossip with them, and Ledger. Depp.15 said in a statement, "I've always used my art to express my feelings and to reflect those who matter most to me, like my family, friends, and people I admire. My paintings surround my life, but I kept them to myself and limited myself, and no one should ever limit themselves." Depp style is a mix of pop and street art with images of pop culture figures rendered in vibrant colors. The collection is the first public look at his paintings, which are said to be reflections of the individual's character as Depp sees it. 25% of all proceeds from the sales will be donated to Tracy Jacobs Agency, UTA. I'm just kidding.
Uh-huh.
Donated to the charities, including the LA Children's Hospital, Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, and the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation, and the
That's
Gonzo.
interesting. Let me interrupt you for just a second.
Go
It's
ahead. Go ahead.
interesting he is donating to a children's hospital, um,
I know where you're going.
as his ex-wife promised to donate to a children's hospital her divorce settlement and
That's.
never did.
What do you think this is for? I mean, what do you think this whole thing is for?
What?
Truth? What is he? What is he?
Yeah, oh,
What
of
else is he?
course. I think it's the perfect name for it. Just
Let's
remind
stop. Let's stop pretending we don't know what all this is about.
yeah.
And where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation and the Gonzo Trust, created by the memory of Depp's hero Hunter S. Thompson. Purchasing a Never Fear Truth NFT will grant owners access to Johnny's exclusive community on Discord, a community platform for fans to collaborate on creative projects. Depp added, we decided to release a series of portraits, but in a way, they could also give something back, having the opportunity to salute my supporters and support charities that have been so important to my family as an incredible gift. I hope we can create a community of friends around these NFTs. My involvement in the NFT space has just begun. 10,000 NFTs can be purchased via neverfeartruth.com, with applications opening Wednesday and secondary sales supported by leading multi-chain NFT marketplace, www.rarible, Rarible.com. Each NFT is also backed by a high-resolution physical edition, which can be redeemed only once. Only once. Measures have been put in place to ensure Johnny's fans have a high chance of success, even if they have never bought an NFT before, including cryptocurrency tutorials and a
Oof.
fair raffle to assign purchasing rights of the further 1,111 NFTs. The majority will be held by Depp, who will be donating them to the fans and his favorite charities. Thoughts, Sarah?
I hope it's affordable. That's my only
We
thought.
don't know. I cannot. So I've gone on the Discord, right? So I joined this strange Discord, and I'm writing just to test the depthness of it all. I'm dropping references and stuff. All these people are talking about is cryptocurrency, and I am so tired of that word and
Mhm.
seeing it. And I wonder if he has some weird stake in this. Is some kind of payola with crypto? He's obsessed with use. Is this an international attempt at cash grabbing?
I don't
Why
know.
he needs? I honestly think too. I think he owes Jacobs. I'm not even kidding. I think he owes her agency that money.
Mhm.
As far as we know, he has not paid it back, and this is all a strange. There are fans of his. Look, he doesn't need your money. Look, I'm someone who donated. I saw Astronaut's Wife in the theater 6 times. You owe me, pal. You owe me. I'm a guy who saw The Ninth Gate 6 more times in the theater at nighttime prices. You owe
Mhm.
me, pal. Nobody supports you. This remains to be seen what these prices are on this artwork. I can't figure it out, and nobody can in this. I'm sure it's all a new endeavor, and the kinks you're ironing out at the beginning of anything like this. But it's odd Discord chaos as far as I can see so far.
Mhm.
You don't know what it's. I mean, you were tinkering around today? Did you see you any idea what this stuff costs?
No, I don't know yet. I don't know if anybody knows yet, but we'll find out. So, if they're prints, I mean, I wouldn't think they're that expensive, but if you're offered something exclusive for purchasing one, that's the only thing that scares me off on the price.
I'm looking
So,
at that Stephen Canal picture you sent me.
mhm.
Stephen J. Canal from 21, one of the co-creators of 21 Jump Street. We all know. It looks like he could have painted it because it's black and white.
Yeah.
Like I look at it in the corner, and I honestly will make that request to him if he takes requests.
You have that hanging on your wall as a shrine to me, don't you?
Of course.
Oh, of course, good. Okay.
It's so fun. It's sad. I love Stephen Canal and his
It's autographed.
phenomenal, iconic TV work. Just amazing
It's
TV
autographed
producer.
with a beautiful silver pen.
He was so nice to me too when I met him at that book signing.
Yeah.
I asked him the Depp question, and he ran with it for like 20 minutes,
Mhm.
talking about the creation of the show and leaving the show, and it was great. At a big podium at Barnes and Noble in Manhattan on West 81st Street and
Yeah.
Broadway.
Yeah. I'm jealous you met him and also Evan Turner. That's what I'm jealous of.
They're often thought of in the same
I
sentence.
know. In my world,
And
they are.
I'm sad he's passed away. I one of my big celebrity deaths that bugged the hell out of me.
Mhm. I think about late these days. I'll get back on topic here in a second. Anybody who's been dead, like any celebrity that's been dead for 10, 15 years, I not that I envy them, but I do kind of that they've avoided like all of this shutdown,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
virus stuff, and they'll never know.
Depp heads often say, "What would Hunter S. Thompson do during the age of Trump and COVID and stuff? How would Thompson react to all this?"
I would have tried to resurrect Rolling Stone with a few articles on Trump
Yeah, he would have went nuts.
and failed because nobody cares about Rolling Stone anymore. But yeah, he would have. It would have been an interesting
Well, he would have had a podcast.
sideshow. Oh yeah, everybody does, obviously.
He would have had a yeah. He would have had a pretty cool. He would have had a nice, interesting video podcast. I don't know if he would have did probably video. I guess
Hmm.
from Woody Creek,
Yeah,
Aspen.
but the paintings or NFTs, I guess. The only ones that I would want is the self-portrait, and if he's taking requests, I would like a nude of him. I would take a self
How about
nude
a nude
portrait.
from Private Resort?
All right, I've seen it. I don't need to see it again.
Okay.
I need
Just to
like
make him.
I need to see like his older, more mature dad body. I don't need to see his like his barely pubescent butt. I don't need it.
I think
I'm too old to enjoy that.
only the succubus and Marilyn Manson have seen that.
Ugh. I'm debating
Debating what?
making a video just showing some Marilyn Manson backstage footage that
But
I found.
did you? Yeah, I know the Manson stuff we've touched on. We have not
I don't even
full
want to get into
blown
that.
dove in. Yeah, well, we got a nice compliment from the comments about
Mhm.
us. Not, but but how in the Instagram? How much time was between this Instagram post and his last one? Was it 4 months or
Oh,
five
gotta
months?
be.
Or
Probably around that.
he's not exactly pumping out the selfies
I don't
on
blame
Instagram
him.
like Halle Berry does.
I kind of respect him for that. I hate
He's
that
not
I
really
even
running the Instagram though. I think it's
no,
Nathan
I
Holmes.
wouldn't either. But I hate that I even log on to Twitter once a day. I hate that entire world.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
nothing. It's
antithetical to what.
vile.
Yeah.
Example. Last night I was white knighting for the wife of a Cleveland Brown. Okay, gorgeous girl. Wears a lot of makeup, but hey, I wish I had the body. She was called fat by some back acneed 450-pound basement dweller who has nobody in their life to even run any of these thoughts by, so he lashes out at all women. But it's just like it's a disgusting world. I hate it's ruined society.
I think it was John Harbaugh.
Probably. I don't think anybody the worst thing in the world was the ability to get on the internet anonymously. It's just ruined society. There's no hope for the future, the next generation, unless somebody's out there birthing children, raising an army to combat it. That's all I
Yeah,
got to
but I
say.
mean, the internet, like any other tool, is it's depending on the user, and I'll take more positives from it than negatives. You
Ugh.
have to know at this point if you don't want the trolling, as it were, don't go on there, or just turn your comments off. And I'm talking to celebrities. The celebrities go on there and think there's going to be worship. How dare you have an opinion? How dare you not just gosh, I'm coming on here for attention and praise and to feed my ego. How dare you not gush me with attention 24/7? Just don't go
Yeah.
on. They turn the comments off or just don't go on. We
Yeah.
know who you are. Halle Berry, Elizabeth Hurley, Kate Beckinsale. We got it. You're hot for your age. We got it. We got it. We got it. Enough of this.
Mhm.
We got it. You got it.
Yep. So let's get into this video. You ready?
Yeah. Just one thing on the Instagram.
Mhm.
So Manson, you know, we're here with this. What's it? How do you say it again? Never fear the truth. NFT. That's
Mhm.
going to be the new acronym mantra. So here we are with the truth, and if we're so obsessed with the truth, and which you could punch holes in him all day in the transcripts about the truth, um, don't you think by now Depp would have defended his the godfather of Lily Rose, Brian Warner, aka Marilyn Manson, on his
I don't know.
Instagram proclaiming his defense of his friend?
I don't know. Has Marilyn Manson defended Johnny Depp
Yeah,
before
yeah.
his scandal?
Not unfortunately it came around, but he has.
Hmm.
I don't
I
know how
wouldn't even
much
get
that.
involved.
Yeah, well, that's what do you think his agents and managers are telling him? Do not attach yourself to
OF.
this. It doesn't look good. There's where there's smoke, there is most definitely an inferno. Do not attach yourself. Don't go on, because he's not even running his own Instagram. But I
Mhm.
think if he really, really believed, he there's no question he in the few Instagram posts he does have, it's a lot of defending people he likes.
Mhm.
He
Oh,
says he said nothing about this.
yeah. I mean, he's got the defamation trial of the century coming up. Marilyn Manson can fight his own battles. He's got too many accusations against him if I'm Johnny Depp for me to even get involved in.
Well, yeah, but I also think
I
he's
wouldn't
being
deal with it.
coached by a team of lawyers and people that are
Of
telling him,
course.
"Do not attach yourself to this. This is not a horse you want to back
Of
right
course.
now in for the general public. It's
Mhm.
only going to be thrown in your face at the trial
Yep.
if he loses."
Yep. Okay. A couple things in the video. It's just, some examples of him painting, some of his art, and an interesting video at the end of him sculpting, which I have never seen before. It's taken from a documentary, apparently. It's filmed in Beijing. Uh, from what I'm reading in the credits of the video, he may have been a producer of this documentary. But anyway, let's start it here. And I had to take out this first video. Heroes was playing in the background. Of course, I had to take it out and put our own wonderful theme music in. If it's annoying, I apologize.
Public domain
I know.
and public
So this was
public
the
domain.
first website that I went to and registered for this painting here, or this drawing. This is the one I want in my living room.
We can be public domain for
I want him to
just
write.
one day.
I want him to write his phone number on this, and just for me, just a number from me.
He's giving himself little blue.
He does that with all of them.
Yeah, it's like
He outlines in blue and red.
Your eyes are so black that they're blue. The studio. We assume this is where? LA?
I don't know.
France? Take the fucking scarf off, will you, please?
He has a chill.
Look at this. Oh, stop!
Maybe he's
the scarf
cold.
is touching the wet
You'll be
paint.
fine.
What is he doing?
You'll be
Get
fine.
the scarf off. Stop with the scarves.
I'm impressed
Good
though.
God.
He has. Okay, I'm impressed. He has so many rings on though, and he's able to move his fingers.
If you were painting, would you be wearing scarves and skull rings? Who would?
Well, he knows he's on camera. I don't know.
It's like he's getting ready to go to.
It's in the way though, because he's having to hold
Now
one
he's
hand.
holding it.
I like what he's doing though, with the red. He's pretty good.
I like your music better than his. I like the public domain music. Public domain, public domain, public domain. Dude, you're driving me crazy with the scarf. Now I'm fixated on the scarf. I can't even look at the painting.
That's all right.
It's not all right. Take the effing
is
scarf
fine.
off.
He can take that scarf off. I'll smell it.
I love the affected paint swipes with the. Is that like a middle school magic marker? Does Jack Depp use
I'm
that?
sure it's from a set that cost $5,000. I don't know.
I know.
Oh, look at that thing in the back, Gonzo. That sign in the back.
So this is.
Looks like it's a secondary building on his property.
I'm saying it's the compound at Sweetser.
Yeah, probably. This looks like a music, cart, like the roadies wheel all the equipment.
Yes, it does. On the line, it does.
What does that say? Can we see what that says? SAT. You know what I'm looking at?
I can't see it.
I can't zoom in. It's just
I got
a box.
the same vision he does.
The weight is 154 pounds, and it's box number 3. So yeah, I bet that's from a tour.
Could Sal Janko be in the box?
I wish Amber Heard was in the
Fox. That's a different box.
Yeah. Oh.
How about it's Anthony Fox? Call it the Fox box.
Oh yeah, that's where he is. You solved it. He's what do you call those? Oh my god. He's etching
Sharpies?
5 in.
Apparently, yeah, like a prison cell.
Yeah, but that's to signify it's been 5 years since his nightmare began.
Good catch. I don't think I would have connected that.
I read that somewhere.
We should say again. This is all. Can I? I'm thinking about this. Do you think the succubus gets off on this? That he's going to this extreme to
she's a
create
painter too.
this? Oh my god! I know that damn penthouse. Was it Penthouse 5?
He
turned
paid
into effing
3.
studio. That bothered me so much.
One of them, yeah. He oh my god, he bought an entire penthouse for her to have an art studio for her crap. And there's a picture of her posing on Instagram. I think she's got a paintbrush in her mouth. I couldn't find it, or I would have put it in this today. And she's of course her shirt's hiked up a little bit. I think her pants might be unbuttoned, but she's just posing.
Adam
She's
Carolla, the comedian, had a great description of what she is. Not about her, but like I heard we used to talk about Britney Spears once. She's what you call hillbilly hot,
ugh,
where you know what I mean. Like she's an Austin
an Austin 8.
8, an Austin 8, and in LA
Mhm.
she's a 5.
She is a dogfighting ring 8.
Dogfight, a ring girl for a dogfight.
Yeah.
Dogfight. I
Um,
should say this too. And again, this is not going to sound complimentary. I don't give a shit. Um, the new thing in Hollywood is celebrity painters. So now,
mhm,
like, it's this new community now where they're all painting and with their insane COVID free time. And we
mhm,
go off, we have a Howard Stern podcast called Radio Gunk, and we goof on him all the time for his fake depth, no pun intended, and trying to be this deep painter and tortured painter. He needs 280 days off to
mhm.
paint, you know. And it's this new when he's bragging about all his friends and trading paintings with Jimmy Kimmel, who Depp's actually friends with now. And
Ugh.
so it's this new, you know how Hollywood always does it, like every 5 years or so, there's a new trend they all kind of do. And I'm not saying that he jumped on any bandwagon, but I've read every biography he's ever had and watched every interview he's ever had. I have never once seen painting come up in his origins,
Mhm.
not in the last 10 years.
No.
So it's a new hobby, but he's acting in that um dissertation in the beginning. He acts like this is a lifetime passion. I have not seen one trace of him painting before
I
the last
still
decade.
I think he has talent, and I still
No, if
prefer
he's doing
this.
that,
I
without a
still
doubt,
much prefer this over the
without a
other
doubt,
option.
without a doubt. But you
And you
gotta pay.
and his
No, go.
sculpting at the end of this video that I put together, I love it. I would happily put any of that, well, he does one piece, but I would happily put that piece in my home, for
Wouldn't you
free, of
love to
course.
be a celebrity and have this massive fan base that will literally die for you? I think these fangirls would die. I've said often, I'm expecting one day to hear that some insane Depp head just put a bullet in the succubus's head. At some premiere, she's walking in, found out where she's going, takes out the 22 right between the eye, right between the dead eyes,
I
right between
prefer
the
the
crazy eyes.
I prefer the legal system to do that.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet.
Mhm.
The hatred for her is so strong
Yeah.
on Twitter and online that it's people just like, all right, enough. Let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
Let's all. They won't be satisfied until she's not going to be out of the business to anything satisfactory to any of us, right? So I am fearful one day that that is the next step.
Mhm.
I think she is too. She has to be.
Yeah. I think she has a lot waging on this trial and
Oh
the
God,
outcome of
yeah.
this trial. Okay, let me get to the second video here. This is him talking, so I hope this is listenable here.
Always,
Can you hear that?
No, it's
I've
yeah, oh
always
yeah,
had
yeah.
art.
Okay.
Long before acting, long before the music, it
I don't
became
believe
an
him.
obsession and it became necessary for me. I was always painting.
You got to say though, I mean, any kind of therapy that helps. 'Cause
Oh
if
yeah, it's
these
the greatest.
accusations are what we believe them to be, completely made up, and the outcome of the long con and Gone Girl shit, whatever can get you. This would destroy me if I'm him and all of this crap is being made up about me. If
But
painting
you
helps him get through it, good for him.
the
Keep
difference
painting.
between you and him is he is in an echo chamber. He is in a multi um residence international
Of
echo
course.
chamber that he
Mhm.
can retreat to islands and France and
Mhm.
England, and he has all these friends stationed around the world to get away from American news and to get away from this. And like we just discussed last time, somebody, some Euro will eventually bail. So this actress part-time director, female director, Ma Ween, now has tapped him to play King Louis, which I just don't give an F about.
I'll watch it. I love you, Johnny Depp.
I'll watch. I do too. I love. Yeah. Okay. Don't doubt my. First of all, don't doubt my fandom for a second.
I know.
I'm like I liken my fandom to you and your Browns fans, like criticizing the Browns on Twitter all day. That's how I'm doing. I expect elite everything from him, and I'm like a critical super sports fan of your favorite actor. I expect him to get back to form, and I will nitpick. I'm not even nitpicking. I don't think it's even close to it. I think it's legitimate gripes when I look at and I poke holes in his film choices in the last. We're supposed to be. He's an actor first, and that's why we're here. When I see the film choices go in that downward spiral, I'm going to call it out. And I'm going to call out some of the stuff I disagree with. It's just in general in terms of lifestyle stuff. And I'm not, I'm not going to paint him as an angel in every single scenario.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to do it. I just don't have that obsequious horseshit in me to do that.
Well, as you can see,
him back to form.
As you can see from the background on this StreamYard, I am quite the artiste with his paint splatter. So I understand, Mr. Depp. But I know exactly what you're saying. I know, and I'm just giving you a bad time.
I know.
But before you strangle me.
Are you breaking my balls?
Your balls. Yeah, let's play this. Sorry, this is the new project. This is him talking about it.
But just, you paint it and you put it off to the side, For many years, I limited myself away from any sort of painting or showing any paintings because the idea of making it or succeeding, having success in one field and then using that to
is that the one you want?
Investigate some other thing altogether.
Which one?
The Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah, I mean, if that's all he's got, I guess I'd take it, sure.
Do you want the self-portrait?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of homoerotic to have that.
I'd walk by it.
A male,
I'd
hetero
kiss it every
male
day.
to have that.
I don't know. I mean,
I have good movie posters from him that.
Oh, me too.
But it's kind of homoerotic to have self-portrait of him.
You don't want a nude.
Let me ask you this too: as a guy like Depp who claims to be allergic to looking at himself in a movie, why is it okay to paint yourself?
Because he knows it'll sell.
Well, I mean, we're going to do an episode down the road of him. He goes on Larry King. He does a full hour on Larry King, and he spends a lot of time in his office.
Yeah, I know
right?
where you go.
So for a guy, well, I mean, he's got pictures of himself shirtless on his office. He's got Rolling Stone covers and adorned all over this place. A complete like a stalker collage to himself. And this is the guy who can't watch Donnie Brasco? Really?
Yeah.
There's so many weird walking contradictions from him like that. That's what the Green Day song was made for.
Ugh. You just ruined this episode with the Green Day mention.
Why? What's wrong with Green Day?
I'm just kidding. Oh, and by the way, this is fair use, and we are transforming this content. Let me push play.
I had far too much respect for art to try to put myself into that world just because people knew of me as an actor. I didn't like that. It didn't sit well with me.
But it's okay for music.
But he says in the beginning of this, and we talked over it, he says he likes doing this more than playing music. I applaud him.
Do you believe that? I mean, how much is the narrative going to change
when the music comes back around?
I don't blame him. I would too. I think drawing is way more interesting and way more creative than playing the same notes. It's basically Hollywood Vampires. Half of it is a cover band. So creativity wise, this is way better. But
speaking of, sorry, I think maybe we should have an episode on this too at some point. You found, and you sent it to me, unseen footage of him and the kids.
Yeah. That was I wish I could ambush me with that because I would have given the guy credit, the guy who had the site. Apparently this is a dude who hung out with Depp and the kids in early 80s Florida, and he has a bunch of weird video camera footage. I'm like, who's got a video camera in 1981, running around filming stuff? I
Yeah.
don't know anybody.
Let's save it for an episode, and we'll do that coming up, and then we can
Yeah,
give all praise to him for that channel.
just a lot of shots of, and I don't know if he's obviously he's the kids, we know it's him, but there's shots of like, on a bus, but it's from a first person perspective. So I don't know if Depp is on this bus, and they're cruising around. Is it Hollandale, Fort Lauderdale?
I don't know. I don't remember. I would assume it's that area.
And it's just like, it's classic, spring break Florida strip, of wet t-shirt contest bus drives by, and it's just that whole thing, all the cliches of spring break Florida. But again, I don't know for a fact he's in this bus they're on, or van.
Yeah, but we saw him throughout some videos, so he's in it. But he's got to be there. Maybe he was just filming. I don't know. All right, let's finish this up.
What I did was I limited myself, and that's something that no one should ever do. No one should ever do. There's only so many years on this planet now. Marlon Brando said, life is a bird song. John, life is a bird song.
See, he is connecting this by saying that. He's connecting this video to our Christmas episode. He knows.
Can I ask you what's limiting him? Why can't you draw? Who's stopping you from doing art?
Too many movie roles. The Tracy Jacobs got him.
Give me a break. You know how much time he has in his trailer?
That's why he fired her.
They would make a trailer they would make an art studio trailer for him if he wanted to, in those old Disney contracts he had.
Yeah, kick the bitch.
Who's limiting him from drawing?
Kick the bitch out of that penthouse and make that your studio. And her friends. Kick her and her friends out onto the street outside the Eastern Columbia building, and you take over that entire floor with an art studio.
It bothers me so much that what a glorious time that must be, to be part of those 5 penthouses, to be in I want to be Isaac Baruch in my next life.
If you're one of the friends, don't you get nervous every time they fight? It's like, is this coming to an end?
They play the Friends theme song.
And wouldn't you take his side? I wouldn't go along with her setting him up.
I know, if you really wanted to
reach yourself onto his ass.
Play double agent in that situation. And you're talking about Rocky Pennington, Raquel Pennington.
Johnny, I just wanted to let you know she's planning something.
Rocky has so many Rockies in his life.
I know.
Rocky Brooks, the location manager on City of Lies that he had. Again, that's another episode. I can't wait to. Yeah. I wonder where that's at. Did they make it go away? I feel like it's still going
I think
on.
It's pending. I think
Is it still pending?
Yeah. All right.
He's right. So basically what happened was, after so many years of
is this the Brando picture?
Myself, not allowing myself to show anything that I painted, though I painted for many years and always stuck with it. I just didn't want to show it. And I think now is a very good time to embrace the fear or whatever and show it.
Is this the Court Haim drawing?
Can you pause for a second?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We're going to be playing a lot of audio of him and modern day and stuff. So since he sponged off Hunter S. Thompson's essence, right? A lot of now Depp's cadences when he speaks, it does this move. It's very subtle if you listen to it. He goes, and I felt, now is the time to, show the art. So he says, yeah. So he says, yes. He says yes and yeah after he says a sentence. And what that is, I'm fluent in Deppenies, like I said, and there's different eras and versions of it. But that's what Thompson does.
Mm-hmm.
So Thompson, if you watch especially when we see the footage we have of them in the Rolling Stone interview with Cusack and stuff, that it's like 15 minutes or so, and it's like
Yeah, I think so.
the Rolling Stone writer hanging out with him. Thompson speaks. He goes, "Oh, well, yeah, well, you know, I covered the Super Bowl, and yeah." So Depp has taken that where you exclamate your sentence with it,
Mm-hmm.
and he puts it in front of everything he does now, and it's completely Thompson-esque.
He's very impressionable. We said that
Yes.
before.
And Brando comes up here, it's over and over again.
Yeah. I think he enters every relationship like he's a blank canvas.
Yes.
No
They
pun
call that
intended.
tabula rasa.
Yeah.
And we know that from comic
Let's
books.
get back to this fair use of this transformative content.
See portraits of dear friends of mine who've mattered to me a great deal. They will be released under the title Never Fear Truth. This creed of Never Fear Truth has always been very, very important to me, and somewhat of an obsession. But it has never been more important to me than in recent years.
Good for you.
I think
nail the bitch.
Looking into the face of Hunter Thompson or these friends, these people that I've cared about so much, there is, without question, truth in what happens in these portraits. And alongside these portraits, I've included one of my daughter, Lily Rose, one of my old dog, Moo, who passed away, and the Bunny Man, who was essentially, well, not completely inspired by a drawing that my son, Jack, made when he was about 5 years old.
He's got quite the setup there.
I know.
That screen print machine, that's not cheap.
How much you think that's taken from her effing Penthouse 5? It was like it was all stripped down and he had them shipped to his house? Or can he not take to use what she used? Like he can't deal with it. It's just too painful to.
If it's me, I burn everything she touched.
I would too.
By creating these portraits, what it does is it allows me to give back, and the idea is to start a community. And on top of that, in particular, it allows me the opportunity to support a couple of very important organizations who have been very, very special and important to me.
What?
I just do because it allows me to give back 25%.
More than what she donated to the charity.
Would Tracy Jacobs get 10% of this if she was still around?
Maybe they have a payment plan set up. I don't know.
No, but if she was representing him, does his agent get, the current agency, do they get 10% of this?
If she negotiated the deal, yeah. Which she probably would have had she been the manager or the agent.
Yeah,
CAA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's two major agencies.
Years. One is the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
I'm nervous about that Beatles riff.
Is that a Beatles riff?
It's a John Lennon song.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes.
But he's talking over it. Why can he use it?
Yeah, that's true.
Does he have the right? Did John Lennon give him rights? Dead?
Yeah, and obviously this is fair use, and we are transforming content.
Yep.
You have to say that. I learned that from a podcast I watch.
Who?
I watch Revenge. I hate watch Revenge of the Sis, and they have to do it all the time.
All that. What I truly
la la la.
Public domain.
Is this like? Let's imagine like Yoko
work,
screaming.
That you are able to take something from it.
Public domain. Public domain.
Okay. So this, I forgot I put this in. This is just a quick shot of his work, his previous work. Okay, I put our own music in. There we go. Little piano solo.
Is it Bruce Hornsby on the piano?
It's instrumental Tori Amos.
There's a shot of him at the piano in one of his interviews. I don't know if I've ever seen him play
This
piano.
hung in the kitchen. This is in a Thanksgiving video. This painting.
That's Keith Richards.
Yeah, of course.
Show him doing drugs. Show him doing blow.
Yeah.
I would rather have a picture of
I think
Thompson.
that's his mom. It looks like his mother.
Yeah. Yes.
There's Tracy Jacobs.
No. Where'd you get this? This is the old one.
Yeah, he did that painting a long time ago. I don't know what this is.
That's right. That's.
This is Chuck Norris.
No. That's Stop. Pause it. Let me just think of the name. Jonathan Shaw.
All right.
He's a tattoo artist.
Oh, of course. Okay.
That's got to be him. Yeah.
Okay.
What year is this from?
I don't know.
So a lot of these people are, Tracy Jacobs. What happened to that one?
Yeah. He's got an interesting signature. Self-portrait.
So you can't do, if you're not uncomfortable with
chocolate.
yourself, you're not doing that.
I'm sorry, I could do this one.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good. That could be like a animated series character design.
I think it's Tim Burton.
Yeah, it's probably a Scissorhand hybrid with Burton.
Yeah. Trent Reznor's boot.
I was gonna say it's a pre-distressed Jump Street.
It says
boot.
Edward, something. You like this classical music? Does it make you feel like an art connoisseur?
It's got kind of a melancholy tone to it. I wonder what this is.
That's Vanessa.
Show the teeth. Show the straight hand teeth. Come on, you can't deny us that sweets are between her teeth. He's Gaptooth and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, he looks like Elijah.
Mad Hatter. I mean,
doesn't he look like Elijah Wood?
Yeah, he does. You're right. Facially.
I think that's the last one. Yeah.
It's him on a tour bus?
I don't know. So this is the sculpting portion of our video. Again, he's in China. And he's like on a tour of this art studio. This one's going to be louder.
Wow. Staggering. This is the coolest space I've ever seen.
I don't think I've seen this.
Shocking.
Okay.
This space is what 798 is all about. And this artist is what 798 is all about.
Incredible work.
It's amazing.
So impressive.
You want to introduce you to this guy?
I'd love to. Yeah.
他就是看我作品，觉得是一个什么样的状态。
It's really something to be proud of. Magnificent.
谢谢。
What-
我其实一
What's
直在
Dustin Gwen for translation?
Oh, jeez.
Is that me? Is that me, Sarah, or you?
What?
It's cutting out. I don't hear anything.
I hear you fine.
试图把那个
But
东
I'm not. Okay. My tablet's not playing. I don't know if it's my tablet or it's sputtering.
Well, I'm pausing it because you were talking.
Okay. It
Okay.
sounds like it's sputtering.
Okay.
西方的文化融合在一起，
Sorry.
用当代的视角看传统，这个全部都是形成铸造的。
Okay, I'm pausing it. Was that okay?
Yeah. Private
Alright.
learner can understand that Vietnamese speak.
Look at his hat. It's ripped in the middle.
It's a calculated.
I
rip,
know.
by
It's
the way.
so pre-distressed. It just cracked.
He bought it like that.
I'd like to wake up to him every morning. How you doing? These pieces, they are epic in their own right. I mean, they have their own
Epic.
story. Your mind just invents, when you start looking at the history of these things.
I've
我
never
这个
seen
作
this.
品 只做6件，
就从6件，
对
哇，那个后
然后就
那个坑就不要了。
就销毁。
Here he goes.
Is
I would
this
buy
too
this.
much probably for
What
the
was that
Just
shot?
you-
Can you pause for a second?
Uh-huh.
I know you're such a tortured auteur filmmaker, as Fudgesicle said today in the thread. The filmmaker's decision to shoot his hands rubbing together like that. What is that? He goes,
It's part
let
of
me
the
show
video.
his hands, the friction. He's
Uh,
so excited. Watch him.
I would have put that on a
friction.
loop and put it in my dirty file on my computer.
想怎么做就怎么做。其实有的时候不确定性才是一种艺术。
Is that an action figure?
You'll see.
in any art, I think the piece, whether it's a scene, you know, whether it's a movie, whether it's music, I mean, I think songs start to tell you what they want to be. Films start to tell you what they want to be if you allow it. If you allow that magical possibility of chance. What an opportunity this is, you know, that's really what it's all about. Experiences, you know, learning your life. You want it to be something you can be proud of on some level.
I would totally buy that. What he just sculpted there, I would buy it for
Yeah,
like
that's
20
good
bucks
stuff.
because that's all I can afford.
He's
And he
got such
signed
a
it.
generous. Yeah, he's got such a generous heart. He probably would give it to you for.
Yeah. Can you hear that
10
car
bucks.
alarm outside? Okay, they turned it off. All right.
No.
I get nervous that it's my car. The joys of apartment living. Okay.
Hopefully having made something.
Left.
And that's it.
This is real. I never saw that. I've never seen that.
I
It's
don't
such
even
a-
know what it's from. But
Is that what I downloaded from YouTube?
yeah, I sent a bunch of stuff to
And
you.
it's probably from that guy's personal YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. So what have we learned today, kids?
We've learned that there's nothing is too precious for a modern day Depp cash grab under the auspices of art, high art, and philanthropy. That's what we've learned. I can't believe. I got to know the figures of what's coming in, what he needs this for, and is this, like you said, is this a team of lawyer greenback padding, or is it just that 600 million is not recuperated, even though he won the lawsuit against his ex-managers, that this is the films aren't coming in and this is the only artistic cash grab he can think of where you don't have to leave the compound.
Mm-hmm. I have learned that I am a sucker and the ultimate consumer, and I would probably spend way too much for any of his stuff.
Like I said, I'm the guy who saw Nick of Time
I know.
10 times in the theater.
I think you've paid your dues.
Yeah, damn right I have.
You saw The Tourist in the theater, right?
I saw The Tourist in the theater 5 times.
What was that other? What was it? I can't think of the name. What was that other movie where he's just
Dark
like on
Shadows?
where he's just like on a monitor?
Oh, Transcendence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
saw that?
twice. I saw that
You-
twice under protest.
You are
Irritated.
loyal. You will continue to be loyal.
I bought the Blu-ray
Yeah.
just to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing and for every one of me, there's someone who's quadrupling the monetary. I have my pride. I have my limits. I have things I won't, but
I know.
I do the basic things. And it's gotten harder and harder with every bad decision he makes film wise.
That's the joy though of our podcast because it's very unique in this world of Johnny Depp shows.
To be objective, yeah. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
point: is to not paint him as a sacrosanct in
Well,
every effing situation. There's
why that's
pushback.
done.
I'm a critical sports fan. I want hypercriticals. I want the best from my super A-list athlete.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing about us too, I'm hyping up our show here, so bear with me. The thing about us, we're going to be doing this long after this trial's over. I can't say the same for any of those other shows. Any of those other channels.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need the trial. I don't need the trial. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't need.
that's
I
not what
would have
this
done
channel
this
is
with
about.
or without the succubus feud. And by the way, wouldn't that be a great name for an Aquaman villain?
Mhm.
The succubus.
Yeah, I'd
If you
cast her
created a
first.
new, yeah, like a kind of a Kraken-esque mutant villain hybrid shark, the
Mhm.
succubus.
I hope her civilian name is Gigi for Gone Girl. And yeah, I'm at the point. Let me hype up our next episode too with more audio from the lovely succubus. I'm at the point where I would, let's say I got $50 because like I said, I make nothing. I got $50 to donate to a cause, and it took $50 to take her down. $50 is his. I'll write him a check. I'll walk that $50 to his house and hand it over if that took her down.
That's a scary notion. How many
Why?
people would? Well, I mean, it's just like I said. I mean, I go back to the American legal system and the use of a jury.
Mhm.
Where are you going to find 12 people
Exactly.
who don't prefer him over her? Now,
I
there's a
think it's
screening
done
process, right? I
after
mean,
they play that audio.
well, there's a screening process, right? How is it's done with juries now? I just
You know how.
I didn't do anything. No, well, they interview the people, right? And they say we're only going to take 12 people who have no stake in this game. They have no dog in this fight. They have no interest in him, no interest in her. They completely unbiased. They barely know his career. It certainly wouldn't know her. So is that who they're gunning for?
Yeah.
12 people of just completely banal pop culture ignoramuses that know nothing about this?
Mhm.
How could you find 12 people? I mean, what are you going to go to the hills of
Well,
West
it's
Virginia?
possible. It's very possible. There are so many people who have no idea, who barely know who he is. But if I received a jury notice, or I don't know if you get a notice about this
By
kind
the
of
way, have
trial.
you ever run into someone who doesn't really know who he is and
I
it
don't know. Yeah.
shocks the hell out of you? You're like, really?
Yes, I'm
Is that the
parented by 2 of
guy
them.
from? I know. That's what's going to be in the jury. Retired people who don't know who know nothing about him. That's what you're going to
Exactly.
have to do.
But see, the good thing is, if either one of my parents heard that audio, they'd be done. They'd be ready to vote. Um, but yeah, if I got a summons in the mail saying you've been selected for the Johnny Depp jury, or you come in to be selected or screened for the Johnny Depp jury, I'm gonna go in and lie
My
because I want to be on
father,
the jury.
my father, who's older than your dad
Yeah.
by let me say 10 years,
Hmm.
um, liked Depp a lot. He's not he wasn't a super duper cinephile, but he likes some movies, and Depp had a lot of movies that hit his old school proclivities.
Hmm.
Sweeney Todd and the Pirates movies he would watch, and kind of just stuff that like an older dude would find to be yeah, the pirate movies, Sweeney Todd. He liked do you see Scissorhands? No, I don't know if he saw Scissorhands. Sleepy Hollow. He liked Sleepy Hollow.
Hmm.
So yeah, he looked at him as his favorite, kind of younger actor. I think of that. Not even because of me. I think he just was stumbling on. I never really pushed it. I think he just flipping around and kind of knew.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this kid's got something.
Well, I'm jealous of that because my mother will see like a tattoo on anybody and go, "Ew, that's gross," and just
Yeah, yeah.
completely dismiss them. So, but yeah, we are going to
I
be
will
doing
say this
this.
though, I did force my father to watch 21 Jump Street when I was a teenager. Seriously, you have the one TV in the family room. I had a TV in my room, but I wanted it bigger.
Hmm.
I wouldn't watch it in black and white. And although the artiste and Depp would probably want you to watch 21 Jump Street in black and white,
Yeah.
and I would force the family, whoever was in the TV room, to watch. It was right after the NFL, so the way it went back then was like you watch football all day, and Jump Street magnificently comes on at 7 after the 4 o'clock games.
Hmm.
And you watch that as the segue to Sunday Night Football. Jump Street came out right when Sunday Night Football started on ESPN.
Hmm.
So it was just a glorious time, the renaissance of TV. And
I'm still
Fox played it magnificently
I'm still in
using that
awe
time.
that you had a TV room. We had one television. I think my dad watched a few, episodes
It
because
was
he
like
was
a
forced
den.
to.
Every house had a den. And those are the years where kids were finally getting TVs in their room.
Oh yeah,
But it was
it's
like the
Long
small
Island.
TV, like the small TV. Like the shit. It wasn't nice. It was like a black and white, secondary TV, but it was good enough. I think eventually I can't remember anymore.
Was your television in a different room than the kitchen? Like, could you?
Initially it wasn't. When I was a little kid, it was in the same room. So the kitchen was here, and the den TV was attached to the kitchen, and you'd sort of just
Okay.
which was a cool setup actually, because you could kind of cook and watch TV at the same time. And then it
Yeah, that's what
moved
we had.
to a back room.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I like it in the kitchen better. I think.
Yeah. We had anyway, who cares? So let's we're gonna be doing this again tomorrow night. I think we should wrap it up so I can get this out tonight. So
What's the timestamp?
what
Over
do you
an
mean?
hour 5?
Yeah, hour 5. So yeah, I think we're done. You got anything else?
No. Well, I guess letter wise, I mean, we're gonna read comments from the.
Let's do that tomorrow in the
You want to
next.
do it tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it in the audio episode. We can do it in the beginning if we need to.
Definitely. I mean, we've been doing the routine was to do it at the end, and the news stuff was good. I want to read a Whitey Bulger piece
Okay.
for our friend Judy Tanuna, and I have some stuff. I want to read a Billy Bob Thornton article. I'm just giving you a little prelude to what we're gonna do. And I found a good Billy Bob Thornton article when it all went, when the Depp accused him of cheating, and he answered to it, and it's a great summary of. And I'm gonna go off on William Robert Thornton a little bit through that. And I think I found one other thing, but those are the main ones.
All right, we'll get back to our regular format then tomorrow. So this was just a quick one. It didn't end up being a quick one, but
It's nice. It's 1/3 the size of a normal usual one.
Yeah, exactly.
Of a
That's true.
Jacobs.
All right, so I wish everybody well. Buy some art. I don't care if it's from Johnny Depp. Support the art community. Buy my art. I don't sell it, but I need money. Buy my T-shirts. And that's all I got.
Oh, they should be bought. I think we all have a lot to. You did a phenomenal job on this. Any Depp fan should want one.
And if I don't
The
sell a
different
T-shirt,
designs.
I'll survive. I just like doing the show with you.
I will be creating designs for you to concoct into T-shirts. Just ideas. I mean, I'm not a Photoshop guy, but I will give you.
You do fine.
Some.
You're more artistic than you think you are. So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up. Good night, everybody.
We can be heroes for just one day.